I always start doubting myself and my resolve when I take a break or slow down and start to beat myself up. How do I deal with this? Well, again, another great question. And you can see today the questions all kind of link together around self-doubt and self-fear. And this is obviously a lot of the work I address in the Mindset Mastery program. And as we move into the Executive Presence program, which of course I'm super excited, we're oversubscribed for that program and that kicks off next week. And we need to look at this, right? So self-doubt, whose doubt is it? It's a self-doubt. You're doubting yourself. Therefore, it's something you do. You have the capacity to doubt. Great. Right now, there are some things to doubt. Sometimes it's good to doubt a decision because you go, have I made the right decision? And you go through a critical thinking process. In this case, the doubt is applied when there's a slowdown or when there's something dips. Now, having said that it's self-doubt, I actually really empathize with this question because I started work at 10 years old in my father's hardware store every Saturday, every school holiday, went straight through university, went straight to work, and I've been working ever since. I'm not great at booking holidays. Thankfully, my wife, Andrea, she books the holidays and they go in the diary so that I can't book any appointments. And why is that? It's a drive and it's a feeling of validation when we're busy and when we're working. When we're not working, the doubt is, oh, are we valuable? Now, do you see that? We have to ask ourselves, are we valuable when we're not producing? Now, it depends on how you look at that. So self-esteem or self-value is the belief that you are worthy, regardless. You have individual value. Now, the world doesn't give you a lot of credit for that. The world values your output, right? So how fast you run, how high you jump, how many widgets you sell, how many widgets you produce is how the world measures you. Self-doubt is about how you feel about yourself, not about how others feel about you. So if you're having a downtime, maybe business has slowed down, then be the change you want to see in the world, as Gandhi said. I had an accountant years and years ago when I was in physio, had physio practices, and I complained to him one day, oh no, I've slowed down. He said, great, take a break, work on yourself, go get fit, go have a swim, go have a holiday. It will come back. It's always cyclical, right? It will come back. And that's the belief. It will come back. If it's a slow down time, is this the time to focus on reviewing your marketing materials or developing your skill set in some way? See it as a gift, the slowdown, not as a threat. Now, obviously, you're always filling your pipeline in terms of making sure work is coming, but take a break and accept yourself, appreciate yourself. I often say that, an ECG goes up and down, right? If it's a flat line, it's bad news. So obviously life goes up and down in terms of activity, but what remains constant is ourself. We need to constantly value ourselves. So back to me again, because I'm doing the talking, but I've had to slow down because of the shoulder. I've had to slow down. I haven't done any overseas trips for a few weeks. And, the adrenaline I get from walking out on a stage is missing. But it's recognizing that's what it is. It's just a hit. And we don't want to be a drug addict where we're constantly addicted to the highs. So I'm enjoying this time. I'm appreciating that I get some time to do some development of my products. And thankfully on the horizon, just in the last couple of days, I've confirmed some speaking in Maldives and Russia. Now, I'm sorry, it sounds like a brag, but at least I've got something in the future to focus on. So for this question, I always start doubting. Always? Now, always is a pervasive or generalized statement. There's three things that Dr. Martin Seligman, founder of positive psychology, said will disrupt you: making it personal, making it pervasive, and making it permanent. So I always start doubting myself. That's personal. Pervasive is always. I always do it. And permanent means it's never going to change. So let's address that last bit. Always? No. You've got a pattern of self-doubt. Stop it! It's not serving you. What about a pattern of self-appreciation? What about a pattern of self-acceptance or even self-awe? Awesome! I got a break. You know, I can take time to work on myself. It's going to come back. I need to be in training ready for the next sprint. So stop doing it always. All right. Don't make it all about you. All right. And stop beating yourself up. That's masochism and it's really not great. You know, whoever you are who asked this question, you are awesome. You are amazing. How do I know that? Because you're on this planet. All right. I don't need to see you. I've worked with hundreds of people and everybody has within them this seed of possibility and potential. So you are amazing. And whoever is watching this right now, you are amazing. You are awesome. Never forget that. That's your human being. Your human doing, your human action, it's going to go up, it's going to go down.